OPM crew, how are we doing, baby? I know I haven't dropped a video in a while, but there has just been a lot of things going on. Obviously, we just got done with the holidays. I hope you all had a great Christmas. I hope you brought in the new year of 2025 super strong. I hope you have great plans to, make things better for your life and those around you. I hope you all just get it going, man, and I hope we can all do this together and make 2025 an outstanding year. What we are going to do today is a little different and off-putting from what the channel revolves around generally. First of all, I am in my vehicle for this video. I am on my lunch break, so I have to get this out to you guys right now because I'm there in my mind. Like right now I'm there. And if I don't do it, then I don't think I will have the content that I want. I just really want to give you guys a genuine take on what I'm about to talk about. So if you are new to the channel, welcome to CRM Productions, aka CRMP. Go ahead and drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. You have no idea how much it means. Drop a comment as well. Let me know your favorite part of the video. If you've watched other videos of mine, yeah, let me know your favorite video. I'd really appreciate it. This channel's new and we're growing. That kind of stuff means a lot. And definitely hit that subscribe button because that means the world and it's free to you and it means so much to me. It helps us grow the way that I want to see this channel grow overall. So what we are going to be getting into today is a touchy subject and I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. It is a sports topic. We are diving into the NFL with the Tennessee Titans. Obviously, I do live in Tennessee. I am a huge Titans fan. I have been since birth, basically. I'm 30 years old, so the team came into existence when I was about 5. And ever since, I've been a fan. Ever since, right? Die hard. Glued in front of the TV and in the stadium as soon as I could be. Ever since, I was a little jit, right? Nothing has changed. I am still the same fan I have been since I was 8 years old. My knowledge has just grown, obviously, and I know a little more about what's going on. I don't really know all the stuff that's behind the scenes. I can get a good idea, and then I can also form an opinion around that idea that I have about what does go on, above the first floor, which, the first floor is the players, the second floor, coaches, GMs, top floor, owner, management, all that stuff. And before I go any further, this is completely unbiased. I'm trying to come at this, of course, as a fan, because that is number one, super important. But also, number two, as just a fan of the sport, giving an inside look on what is going on from the outside, right? Just as a sports fan, just as a football fan, right? A fan of professional sports, the NFL. I want to give my take towards the situation from both sides, right? So as a fan, it's irritating to see all the other fans acting so entitled and acting like that we, number one, haven't been through worse. No, have seen us blown out 50 something to 0 in New England in the snow, or 50 something to 3 or whatever that was. We've been 2 and freaking 14. We have been through worse, right? And not only that, just a couple years back, man, we were in the AFC Championship game, right? We had Tannehill, we had Derrick Henry, we had AJ Brown, we had Vrabes, we had the whole shindig, right? We had everything that we needed. And then something happened after that, right? Because we had an average year after that. We made the playoffs and then lost in the wild card round, right? And then the next year had another average regular season and then didn't make the playoffs due to a Jaguars loss at the end of the year. And what does Amy Adams Strunk do? Which Amy Adams Strunk is the Tennessee Titans owner. And right now I'm talking to you guys as a fan, not as a fan of the sport looking on the inside from the out. I'm talking to you strictly as a fan right now. What did the owner of our team do after those 2 seasons post AFC Championship game? She cleaned house, bro. And then blamed it on the GMs. Yes, John Robinson got rid of AJ Brown. Sure, we know that, okay? But firing the guy over that? That doesn't make sense. But that's not even where like I get super, and I know there was a lot of other things going on with JR and that we could talk about, which I don't really want to bring up because I don't really care that much. Because check it out, I was a fan of Ran. I am a fan of Ran. Ran Carthon is who I'm talking about. The new, now previous GM of the Tennessee Titans. That was the GM for 2 years. That's it. 2 years. This man was our GM. What did they do under Ran Carthon? What did Amy Adams Strunk and Ran Carthon do? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. They got rid of Mike Vrabel. Okay? They got rid of Derrick Henry. Okay? They got rid of DeAndre Hopkins. They basically let Derrick Henry walk because they didn't want to pay the man what he is worth. My dude just nearly damn near had another 2,000 yard season. Hello. And all you fans, all you Titans fans, when this situation was happening, was like, oh, he's at the end of his career. What is he gonna do? He's just a red zone back. You know, we just put him in on the 1 yard line and let him drive it. Y'all are fools, bro. My dude just ran for 1,900 yards with the Baltimore Ravens. I won't be surprised if my man actually gets a Super Bowl ring, which I'm praying he does. But that's what I'm saying, man. Amy Adams Strunk is the problem. It's the issue. It's the issue we're having right now with this team. The ownership. Just like the Cowboys with Jerry Jones, we are having that same problem with Amy Adams Strunk, just not nearly as delusional as the Cowboys with Jerry, right? But we have a woman that thinks that she is entitled to do certain things within the team because her father used to do all kinds of crazy shit, right? Even though Bud Adams was indeed a problem, he was an issue. He was immature for a very old man. Like, it was just a whole bunch, right? But now, you know, and it has nothing to do with Amy being a female at all, because I know plenty of women that could literally take her job in a heartbeat and turn this team around to a Super Bowl contender in probably a year or two. That's not the thing. That is not the issue. The issue is just her as a person. She can act like she knows sports all day long. She can do her studies. She can have the experience of watching. She can do all the research to have a conversation with you to make it seem like that she knows sports and that she is cut out for this job all day long. She can do all that, and I appreciate it, right? I really appreciate the research. I do. But with all that research and even the experience that comes along with it, she doesn't have any type of grit. She does not know how to manage an NFL team whatsoever. She literally cleaned house with an AFC championship contending team, right? Ryan Tannehill could have went on for another, I'd say 3 or 4 years. I guarantee it, he could have. Derrick Henry obviously is still going. He could have stayed. We could still have this thing rolling. Mike Vrabel, he could have stayed. That team followed him. He was a leader. He was a warrior. Our team was following him into battle, right? We had a few off seasons. We were trying to work out things that went wrong from that AFC championship run. We were trying to figure things out. We were trying to bring in new talent. We were trying to do all this stuff to get our team looking better and being able to actually take over the league. You know, we were there. We were so close. And then you just clean house, and then you're surprised at the records, at the seasons we've had back to back. You're surprised at everything that's going on. It's unreal. As long as Amy Adams Strunk, I believe, is still in office, we are always going to have issues. If we for some reason don't, it's because somebody else is helping her out and telling her the right things to do. And I really hope that person is somehow in the building, or I hope they do end up getting hired and coming into the building and getting in her ear, because we need it. Because I really don't see her losing that position anytime soon unless she resigns herself. Okay? And another thing, bro, this is the biggest thing to me, and it pisses me off with all of you fans, right? And I'm going to get to you guys here in a minute. Will Levis. My dude is a dog, bro. Y'all are wanting to find the blame and playing the hate freaking just blame game on this man because you want to find somebody to throw that blame on. You need that, or it won't make sense to you because you don't know enough to be able to actually dissect and understand what exactly is ruining our team right now. You just want to go to the easiest option, and that's blaming the quarterback. Let me, and these are just stats, right? I know stats do not tell the whole story because there is a game within those stats. There is plenty of stuff that, you know, tells a much larger story than just stats. But you guys act like this man is just straight garbage trash, right? And he's just ruining our team. Let me put you on some game real quick. My man has played 20 games since he's came in the NFL, played with the Titans. He's played 20 games, right? 20 games in his career so far. We understand what I'm saying, right? 20 games in this man's career. My dude has almost 4,000 yards. Okay, hold on. Before I go there, a 20-game season is 3 games more than one regular season of NFL football, right? That's 3 games more than one regular season. So basically, my dude has played just one regular season plus 3 games. Okay? Due to obvious injuries and other stuff that he's experienced since coming into the league. But since he has been in the league and played those 20 games, these are his stats, okay? If you don't know, or if you haven't looked, or if you just act like shit doesn't happen or whatever, I know what you do. We'll get into that though. My dude has almost 4,000 passing yards in 20 games. So that's 3,899 passing yards in 20 regular season games as a starter, right? My dude has 21 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. Okay? So let's just talk about that, right? Let's knock off those 3 games, right? And put it at just 17 games, regular season. Let's look at it like that. I'd say it's probably around 3,500 yards, maybe 18 touchdowns, 12 to 13 interceptions. You're calling that garbage? By the way, with those 20 games, a passer rating of 82.7. Okay? So my dude in his career of 20 games, basically he's played a year and a half, not even, has almost 4,000 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Yes, he has some turnovers. Yes, he takes sacks. Yes, he makes bad decisions. Yes, he tries to toss the ball when he doesn't need to, but I think he's cut that out. He did it a couple times. What? He did that little toss thing trying to get rid of the ball just out of, just him freaking out, not knowing what to do. What? Twice? 2 or maybe 3 times at max, even if it was 3 times? And y'all are acting like this dude does that shit every game. What happened to development, bro? What happened to bringing in somebody with potential that has the arm talent, that has the brains, that knows what he's doing, that has just all the potential in the world, and bringing him in and developing him into something that can be great? What happened to that? Y'all just forgot about it? Because y'all are acting like my man in 20 games has not even 2,000 yards, 21 interceptions, and 16 touchdowns. My guy has almost 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 16 picks with an 82.7 passer rating. And y'all are sitting here doing nothing but blaming Will Levis. Check yourself. Do you even know what you're talking about? You watching this, you as a Titans fan, do you know what you're talking about? Because I don't think you do. You're sitting here blaming a guy that has really decent stats, that's made a couple handfuls of regular rookie first time in the NFL mistakes. And y'all are acting like this is just who he is. No, bro. That 4,000 yards, 21 and 16, 82.7 is who he is. And what he can be is probably way better than that. And if we don't get our shit together and turn it around for this man so he can grow and prosper and advance with hopefully what we bring in the future, we're going to see him go somewhere else and be the next Josh Allen or Drew Brees. I'm fucking telling you. You better stop, man. Y'all better stop. Stop with the Will Levis hate. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Look at the team he's playing with. He's with a first-time head coach, an owner that doesn't know what she's doing, an offensive line that just breaks when we have a defense with any type of legitimacy come in and go against them. He doesn't have any like real deal, true prime time receivers. Yeah, sure. Calvin Ridley, he had D-Hop, right? But Tyler Boyd ain't been shit. Nick Westbrook-Akine has been his most reliable target. And y'all are sitting here acting like it is just the Will Levis shit show, bro. Like, y'all are ridiculous. And we're just gonna go ahead and transition right on to you guys, because these fans, and I listen to a radio station called 104.5 The Zone. I listen to them almost every morning, right? And I was listening to them today, and one of the hosts on there was talking about the fans and basically saying like, oh, well, I guess I'm not saying you guys are fair weather fans, but when this team is doing good, the city of Nashville is buying tickets, they're supporting, they're going to the games. But as soon as things are going bad and things are not, they're spending their money elsewhere. They're not really, that is the definition of fair weather, bro. Real fans ride or die. Real fans show up to every game no matter what. Real fans keep that hope and spirit alive at all times. Look at what's happened in New England. You don't see their fans switching up. Look what Detroit went through all those years. You don't see them switching up. Look at Washington, their transition. They didn't switch up. You guys just blow my everlasting mind, bro. Acting like this team is supposed to be like this dynasty that just has to be like the best of the best right now. And if everything isn't perfect, then it's trash, clean the house. Dude, to be honest, I think we do need new, better fans. The ones that I'm talking about right now, I really wish y'all would just go on somewhere and go root for another team or just focus on another sport. Because, like, honestly, we need people that are 10 toes down for this team. We need people that are accepting and, wanting of the culture that we're trying to push here to be a winning, good on both sides of the ball team that we want to be. And we are very close to doing that, but we have a few huge, very specific pieces that are not in line or even in place right now to even be able to talk about being that team yet. Okay? Because we have to focus on that and fix it to get there. But I'll tell you right now, it ain't the quarterback. It ain't the defense. All right? We have a relatively pretty good defense. I mean, they're not the best, they're not great, but they're good, right? I don't know if it's the coach yet. He's only been there 1 year, so I'm not gonna like freaking just do the Brian Callahan blame game, because that's stupid too. My dude's been there for a year. Yeah, he's pissed me off a lot this season, and I have said many bad things about him, but overall, as a whole thought, like, no, give the man another year. He's only been there 1 year. Let's see what he does next year. If it's the same outcome, if those same plays are still being called between him and the OC next year, you need to start figuring something out to, firing Vrabel was the worst thing we could have ever done. But we got Callahan. We're going to see what he does, right? And then, yeah, we need to start looking at all the coaches around him. That, you know, like who his dad coaching the O-line. We want to keep him, right? Mr. Callahan. Like, we need to keep him, right? Which I'm pretty sure if we fire his son, I don't know how he'll take that. But yeah, man, what I'm trying to say is you fans are not supportive of this team at all. You guys literally drop the sound of losing. You show your true colors when we start losing and not being the team that you want us to be. Yes, we're going through hard times right now, but that doesn't mean you start on people that don't deserve to be on and just talking out your ass because you're mad. Don't do that, bro, because you look ignorant and delusional, and that ignorance and delusion, bro, it spreads. Other people like you pick up on that stuff, and it starts, you know, it just starts spreading through the air, right? A lot of fans start acting like that. They all start doing it because they don't want to be the singled person out, right? They want to be a part of the crowd. They want to be a part of the sheep. Not me. I'm a real fan. I'm a true fan. I see what's going on. I know what we need. I know what we should want. And I know what's truly wrong and what is right and what is okay and what can still be something great. Dude, you guys are no different than Amy Adams Strunk getting ready to just cut all ties and just cut everything off because we have a couple bad seasons. Think about that. Like, what are y'all doing? That's just me as a fan. All right. If I was to put myself in a position as being an outsider looking in, just as a true fan of the sport of football and of professional sports, the NFL, the whole 9 yards, you know, I'm a huge, you know, just fan of professional sports. I'm a huge Boston Celtics fan, love the NBA, huge Boston Red Sox fan, love the MLB. You know, I follow the Bruins and the Preds, you know, like hockey, you know, just huge fan of pro sports. On the outside looking in as an NFL fan, you guys messed up firing Mike Vrabel. You guys might have messed up by firing John Robinson. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah, he made one mistake, and it was a huge mistake, letting go of A.J. Brown. Braves didn't want that to happen. But fire the guy? Seriously? After all the success we had under him? It's silly. Then you bring in Rand Carthon, and him and Amy get together and just clean the house. Get rid of everybody that we needed to keep. I was a fan. I am a fan of Rand, like I said. But bro, I don't think he was for us because he did make a lot of mistakes. Getting rid of Mike Vrabel was the biggest, worst possible decision he could have ever made, along with Amy Adams Strunk. That decision right there just it showed me and told me everything I needed to know about them, because they took somebody that was successful as a coach, that the team really got behind and fought for, and threw him away. Right? And then even post Mike Vrabel, Rand Carthon did start bringing in a lot of talent. He brought in Snead, he brought in Ridley, he brought in Tyler Boyd, he brought in Pollard. He did a lot of good things for us. And the draft picks, you know, they were really good. We got a hell of a defensive lineman from the dude. We got a hell of an offensive lineman from the dude. That didn't fix the offensive line at all, but it fixed one little part of it. It's just, you know, like, he didn't do much for us. He took away more than he did. That one thing of taking Mike Vrabel away cancels out all the almost positive stuff he did. Because what really was positive out of any of the stuff he did as far as an outcome? What was the record with Rand, right? I mean, it speaks for itself. the 2-year record in all with Rand wasn't good. It was not good. But does that mean fire him too? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Amy Adams Strunk is the issue. Do you see? Are you starting to puzzle it together, like putting the pieces together? She freaks out, fires people, freaks out again, fires people, freaks out, just says stupid shit. She tries to act like she is just this big fan of this person 1 minute and then fires them the next. She's the issue, bro. She is. Am I saying that we can't win a Super Bowl or can't be a winning franchise with her? No, I'm not saying that, because I do believe that we can, because we've done it before. But we need somebody else helping call the shots. And we definitely need somebody that's going to come in and do good and actually do the things that this team needs, and not just listen to all these fair weather fans that are, you know, threatening to stop coming to the games and stop buying merch and stop, you know, putting money towards the team in general, just because they're mad because a decision doesn't go their way or something like that, which honestly is over half of you guys. Over half of you fans act like that. I'm all on the same level as Amy Adams Strunk, and to be honest, I want nothing to do with any of that. But in all honesty, like, sadly, I'm right in the middle of it, because I will always be a fan. I am a diehard fan of this team from bottom to top, from worst to great. Like, I'm a fan. And nobody will ever take that away from me. Ever. Ever. We can have disagreements. We can see each other out and tell each other how wrong we are until we're fucking literally red and blue in the face. But I will be a fan and walk into that stadium holding hands with my other diehard fans for the rest of my days, or for the rest of this team's days, because that is who I am as a person, man. I am loyal. I want to be there for the team that has been there for me my entire life, right? You know, like, things are gonna happen. You're gonna get let down. It's not always gonna go your way, but that does not mean you just start throwing shade, bro. It does not mean that. You know, I really wanted to make this video in the studio because I wanted to do it professionally. I wanted to hit it with the computer and the mic and all that stuff, but you know, I thought I would just record it with the camera and then, you know, just edit it real quick and send it out to you guys, because I really want y'all to see this in the midst of all of it happening, because Rand just got fired. You know, the radio's going crazy. The city of Nashville is acting like, you know, the football team is about to just flunk and go away in the midst of us building a brand new stadium. Like, how much longer is the team even going to be here? Like, it's just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. We need to figure something out right now with our management and all the people in the upper echelon of the team. You know, all that needs to be figured out first. And then really what we need to work on, bringing in some good veterans and some free agents to make that O-line strong and stout for Will. And then bring in a veteran quarterback that's been in the league for a good minute as a backup to teach and coach Will, right? That needs to happen, because he hasn't had that yet. That would be a smart move, trading him for a veteran backup, so he can help Will grow as a strong, backboned, smart decision-making, winning quarterback that we all know he has, or that less than half of us know that he has the potential to be in this league, right? And for our team, right? So the management, O-line, veteran backup, and then, yeah, I say we draft with that #1 pick, Travis Hunter. Why wouldn't you? For the one saying draft a quarterback, what are you talking about? We just drafted a quarterback and he's got all the potential. I just went over it. I'm not doing it again. But even if you don't believe that, what do you want to do? You want to take chances on another quarterback just so quick already? What's that going to do? He's going to come in to the same team that Will had. Use your brain, right? Build around Will Levis. Give him something to work with. Give him something to be successful with. And if it's still, you know, happening and we're still going through the same, then sure, let's talk about changing QBs and move on from Will. But there is no need for that conversation to happen now yet at all. But that's it. That's how I feel about this from both sides. You know, I've really wanted to get this out. I really wanted to just let you guys know how I felt about the situation. And hey, whether you agree or disagree with me, you know, at heart, I love you all. And I just want us as a fan base to come together and just continue being real, true fans of the Tennessee Titans. Because at the end of the day, the Tennessee Titans is what we love. You know, we all have that in common. And we all want to win. And we all want to just be this great team that gets the recognition that we feel like we deserve and haven't gotten in years, right? I know that's what we want. I know that, right? I've been a fan I for a long time. Like I said, I know how we feel. I do, and I know how I feel. But that's it, man. I really just wanted to get on here and talk about the situation in Tennessee with the Titans, because listen, it's huge right now, and it is an issue. It's a huge problem, and it needs to be resolved. And I think the things that I have stated and said are really good places to start, and I think that it can lead at least into a winning season next year, an average one at best, maybe with like 8 or 9 wins, and then we can keep building and moving forward from there. So that is my take on it. All these other people, you know, just giving these fake ass negative narratives about Will Levis and you know, all this other stuff, man. Y'all need to cut that out. So that's it. Either way, I love all of you, and I hope you do have a great day. I hope you have a good rest of the week. And to all my Titans fans out there, don't lose hope. We will get this together. I love you guys. Tighten up. Let's go. We're going to turn it around. Let's get it. We got this. Don't worry. Okay? Just continue being a fan. Just continue doing your job as a fan. Right? Just do your job. Okay? And as far as that goes, that's going to be the end of this video. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said at the beginning, if this is your first time at the channel and you like this kind of content, go ahead and leave a comment, and definitely please subscribe. It helps me and the channel so much. It helps us grow. It helps us get more out to you guys and grow it. It's just all around positive and good. So I'd really appreciate you hitting the subscribe button. It would mean the world. I love you guys so much. Thank you. OPM crew, I'm obviously not wearing a hat. Actually, I will put on one right here because, you know, like I said, Boston Celtics fan. I'll put it on real quick for you guys. I love y'all. We are out. We will see you in the next video. Talk to you next time. Peace.